Hey everybody, it's me, Funk, playing on Mountainside. I think I actually get a pretty good kill streak in this life, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk today about custom maps, and I want to ask you a very important question. When's the last time you played on a custom map? And I'm not talking about your trade Minecraft jailbreak Saxton Hail mode. I'm talking about a game and a map that could potentially be added to official Valve servers. It's probably been a while, and even if it hasn't, it's probably been a while since you've been in a full active server that's running these kind of maps. This is kind of an annoying problem, especially for someone like me who loves creating content on these maps. They're a great way to get footage, and you can kind of get really stale on the official maps very quickly. Now, Valve has done a pretty good job of consistently adding new maps, but these maps, once again, are not ones that will last super long. You want to be able to just jump in and make stuff that has been made recently or is being beta tested to see how it can improve. This has been on the decline for about 2 years, where Valve started adding quick play and kind of phasing out community servers as it is. The thing about Valve servers is they're not a bad thing, and I play in them all the time. Most of my footage is from them, but the issue is they have SV Pure 1, which means you can't really have any custom mods, whether that be skins or animations, or even little small things. Most of the time you're going to have to go on a custom server, and that wouldn't be a big deal, but because Quickplay only has official Valve servers and other ones that are running stock rotation, you're not really going to be able to find these servers that allow you to use mods or run custom maps and have these interesting things going on. The footage you're seeing right now is actually on my server, which is fine, but the issue is if you're ever trying to fill up a community server and you just want to get footage, it's very, very difficult. Unless these are like really active, little, small, tight-knit communities on weekends, you're very likely not going to find a full server running a map like Mountainside, or pretty much anything else you can think of. And this is the issue I see. I am graced with the ability to run a Steam group, which I can pretty much fill up a server at any given time. But the issue with this is, if they come from my server, or they come from my Steam group, they're all going to be focusing me. I'm going to have too many medics. Look at this clip. This is what happens when I have too many medics. It's not good. Because when I want to go out on a map and record footage, I want it to be very normal gameplay, so you can get an idea and a feel of what the game actually plays like. This is a very manipulated system when I'm filling it up with people that come specifically for me. And I don't have control of other servers and when they're going to have people filling up servers. So I kind of have to rely on, well, maybe either another server will be filled up, or I guess I can fill up mine, because I'm cool with playing on mine and I have fun, but it does take its toll sometimes, especially because I'm terrible at upkeeping the server. I think I still have random crits on my server. Right there, you just saw some random crits. I need to go fix that. I'm going to fix that immediately after this video, I'm sorry. Point is, I would really like to see some sort of an implemented system where custom maps could be run on quick play servers. And the only thing that I could think of in mind is, you know how they have the maps workshop now? The map beta workshop? What's the possibility that Valve could set up a Valve beta map server? They don't have to be official servers. They don't need map stamps or anything. But just have some sort of a workshop-oriented server where you're running all of these maps because it's pretty hard to get beta testing on maps already just because of how difficult it is to fill up servers. You have like TF2 Maps, which is like the most popular place for people to test it out. But even then, you're not broadening your demographic to the entire game. You're broadening to people who would like to test maps, not just people who want to jump in and play it, and they're going to be catching all of those small things you need. So if Valve were to make a custom server that would be running workshop maps, that would be awesome. That would be a place that I could get footage, even though it probably wouldn't have SV Pure 1. I could get behind that. I would still be using my server for stuff like that, but definitely just some sort of way to easily jump into a game and not having to worry about all of the things that'll happen in the essentials. And you're probably wondering through all of this, why would you even need to play on these other maps? You know, they're constantly adding new maps, and they have the stock rotation, and those servers are always full. That's true, but you'd be surprised how quickly you can kind of run stale always playing on Upward, Barn Blitz, Badwater, pretty much any map in the game. It's not that they're unfun to play. I could still jump in a server right now and have a blast, but I know the entire map. I know what's going to happen. I know where the stalemates are going to happen, where the sentry spots are going to be. It's not as fun as if you're jumping into a custom map where you're still figuring all of that out, and everybody's figuring it out. And it's a whole new playground. Like, imagine your mom takes you to the same playground for 10 years straight. You're gonna, one of these days, you're gonna be like, hey, can we go to the playground down the street from here? Valve is kind of the mom that's saying, no, no, you want to go to that playground, you become an adult, you drive yourself there, okay? That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal, you know. It's Valve's call. It's your mom's call to decide where you go. But you kind of really want to go to that other playground. You don't see any reason why you shouldn't be allowed to. That's kind of a weird analogy, but you get the idea that I'm getting at here, right? I like custom maps. They provide a new experience to the game, new stuff to look at. You ever seen some of the beautiful maps that exist on the workshop and on TF2 maps and stuff like that? A lot of them are actually really cool looking. So, I don't know. Maybe soon. I know competitive matchmaking's coming out, and that's probably not going to help because Valve is definitely trying to orient themselves towards just mostly making competitive content, which means not beta testing tons of new maps, but rather just figuring out what already works and putting it in rotation. But hopefully, once they get most of that stuff filled out, they can kind of appeal to both the competitive community and the public community, because the public community doesn't care so much about progressing their ranks and stuff like that. They care more about just having fun times on maps, late nights, having a drink or two or whatever, however you play the game. I don't really do that, but there are other ways to play the game besides competitive, and some people don't understand that, but honestly, that's what I look for in this game, and hopefully Valve will do something with that. So that's pretty much everything I have to mention on this topic. I do have a bit more footage of this. You'll notice I'm at a 30 kill streak right now, and I'm just panicking at this point because I have no idea where health pack is on this map. And I don't think there's anyone's back here. I try to peek through this door. Obviously, there's not one in there. A Devilman tries to come in without even noticing me, and I get 31. But that's pretty much where it all ends, because there's just scouts walking down staircases. That's everything. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.